I'm Laurie Wilshire. I am the president of the Board of Aldermen for the City of Nashua. Beside me is my vice president, Alderman Michael O'Brien, on this side, and Alderman at Large Ben Clemons. We're here today to talk on the Nashua ballot question 2. And on Tuesday, voters in Nashua will be asked to decide question 2, which would shift control of appointing and firing Nashua police commissioners from the New Hampshire Executive Council to the mayor. There are grave concerns about this idea and would respectfully ask voters to reject this and vote no on question 2. Nashua has been voted the 3rd safest city in the nation according to a recent survey as recent as last month. The Nashua Police Department is nationally accredited and recognized for best practices. They have strong community relations and ties to the citizens of Nashua. They hold 20 to 30 neighborhood crime watch groups throughout the year. Right now, our oversight is independent of any direct control by City Hall. Question 2 would erase that independence by allowing the mayor and aldermen to remove a commissioner without cause. That's a dangerous overstep. This isn't about local control. This is about total control. We are accredited partially because we have independent oversight, free from local political interference. Earlier this week, the mayor urged citizens to vote for this proposal, saying, "Let's return integrity to the police commission." Mr. Mayor, integrity never left the police commission. 3 commissioners, all Nashua residents, 2 are lifelong residents of this city. We have strong local control and oversight, but there's an independence from local power over the commission itself. It's always a good idea to review how our city is managed, asking direct questions and checking whether our process is good enough or if it could be better. But the debate around the National Police Commission has been rushed, ill-informed, and laced with pure politics, with shifted reasoning week to week. When the mayor first proposed this reform, the alderman voted against it, but he continued efforts to gain signatures from residents door to door in an effort to force this change. The alderman voted instead to create a work study committee to review the issue and gain data to make a well-informed decision. Although the mayor has claimed that he's being frozen out of this process, he knows the basic rules and well-established protocols of the agenda-driven committee. He has chosen not to participate and answer direct questions. He walked out of the committee meeting just last week because his guests weren't on the agenda, but they were still afforded a 3-minute time period to speak. And I think the mayor leaving the committee was a disservice to the citizens and thwarting the process and the work of the committee. He instead resorted to campaign-style tactics to get his way. That is not leadership. That is not being transparent. Ask yourself how the mayor takes credit for being voted the number 3 safest city in America, while at the same time criticizing how the NPD is managed. These things don't happen in a vacuum. It is critical to note, in this dialogue, the NPD was never included in the conversation. The Nashua Police Department requested 2 meetings with the mayor to discuss this change after the public launch of his proposal. Instead of working with them and us, he insisted and continued to go door to door collecting signatures. We have a leadership problem in Nashua when the mayor is devoting his days to collecting signatures and maligning people who volunteer on this work study commission. Unfortunately, this has become personal for Mayor Donchis, and he has lost all objectivity, which is essential when leading. His proposal needs to be vetted at least as much as the downtown parking study, at least as much as the gaming proposal, and at least as much as the dog park study. We have a process that's ongoing. Let's finish the review, allow the citizens and aldermanic work group the opportunity to finish their study so they will be able to present all of us their ideas as to how to make Nashua the best city to live. Please vote no on question 2. Thank you. Alderman Clemons.
Thank you, Madam President. For those who may not know, I'm Alderman Clemons, Alderman at Large here in Nashua. I've been on and off the board for the last 13 years. I've seen a lot happen in our wonderful city. We take referendums in this city very seriously. And when we put something to the voters, we want to make sure that what we are giving them has been vetted, talked about, discussed, and communicated with your neighbors, with business leaders, community leaders, and everyone who has an interest in this city. Unfortunately, the mayor's proposal was rushed this spring, and the Board of Aldermen recognized that. So we put the brakes on it by saying no to the mayor and instead developing a study group to study the issue. The mayor went ahead instead and got signatures to put this on the ballot. And what you have to wonder is why? The mayor says that this is about gender equality and getting minorities more of a say on the police commission. Unfortunately, there is nothing in the language that is being voted on that will ensure that those things happen. And those things are a priority to me, and I know that they are a priority for the people here behind me. And that's why I'm voting no on this, and that's why I encourage you to vote no on this, because we can do better than what is in front of us. So please, please vote no on Tuesday, and let's continue studying the process so that we can make the appointment of police commissioners better. Thank you. Alderman O'Brien.
Thank you. Good day. I'm Alderman Michael O'Brien Sr., and I'm Vice President of the Board of Aldermen. To some of you may know, I was a firefighter for the city of Nashua for 35 years. In all of my 35 years as a firefighter, I have served under the Board of Fire Commissioners. I understand completely what is the functionality of a commission and what they are supposed to do. Now I wear a different helmet or hat. I am now on the Board of Aldermen as Vice President. Nashua is not an SB2 town. We do not take each individual item and throw it as a warrant item to the voters. What we have is a strong form of aldermanic board that can discuss these particular issues and bring them forward. Thus, I do support what the President, Alderman Wilshire, has done in bringing this board, the committee to look at the items. That is not going away on November 2nd. It will be here November 3rd. It will be here in the future. Because it brings up many other different questions that may need to be addressed with this item. I myself personally am not voting to support this. Instead, I'm going to urge you to vote against it and let the board of the National Board of Aldermen work on the issue and have public forums. This is brought forward as one person's view or a very minority view on what to do with the Nashua Police Commission. The subject is way too important for that. It needs to be properly vetted by all the citizens of Nashua. So I urge you to vote it down on the coming election and let the aldermen do their function. But folks, whatever is your opinion, come November 2nd, please get out there and vote. Whether you vote for it or against it, that's your particular choice. The fact that you vote is the most important thing. So I thank you all for listening to us, and we'll see and address the issue as we move forward in the future. I thank you all.